Geronimo says he knows where the bodies are buried, and so does Flynn. But let me remind you, those bodies of those children have been laid to rest prior to this dream because we did this dream again. The bodies of those children have already been laid to rest at Arlington National Cemetery on the high ground. Next to the mausoleums there, next to where they are forever urned in, there's a new plot of grass, a little bit technically south-ish, maybe, whatever, doesn't matter. On a little bit of higher ground, there's new plots of land. Those new plots of land are for all of you swamp creatures. If you go to Google Earth and you look at the newest plots of land where the bodies are buried, you won't find my grave there, but you might find yours. That's called getting deleted. That's called the only time you have is right now, and you do not go into the future with us. That's like a dark to light situation. Because you're so entrenched on believing that you're going to fucking win, that the only way to destroy the problem is to absolute destroy the problem. Where are the bodies buried? Well, where is Seth Rich with my ledger? Oh, that's right, you killed him. Satoshi's ledger. The Democratic National Convention. The DNC sent like Antifa type guys, non-military guys, using voice of skull technology. They went there to take something from him, which was a little key fob, I call them. It's just a little external drive. You guys have seen them. This one had little punch numbers on it. I'm pretty sure it had punch numbers on it. Where you punch a button and the numbers show up. Like the little fucking Bitcoin Ledger Nano X or whatever it is. That's what they killed him over. Not saying that Satoshi was on it, but I'm saying that little Ledger Nano X, like you get for your blockchain to hide your Bitcoin so nobody takes it, or hide your private information so nobody takes it. Where's Seth Rich? Apparently he was a whistleblower too. I talked to his brother a while back. I don't remember what his brother's name is. Might be Michael too. But anyways, yeah, I talked to him. I was on Twitter. And then we got Vincent Fauci or whatever his name is. Vincent Fauska, whatever. I got Fauci on the brain. He's a bitch. Anyways, I don't know what COVID is. I don't understand what they think COVID is. Well, I don't know. How do you come up with a fucking... Like, how does your immune system respond to a fucking problem that's a computer based? I guess that has to go into the Bill Gates of the situation and really find what gene manipulation is. Understanding what water frequency resonates at beta, alpha, gamma, or theta waves. Unlocking certain DNA codes. Mandingo type brain activity. Hacking the prefrontal cortex. Calcifying your pineal gland or the dream state or the wake state mind. You ever seen the Om symbol? Wake state, dream state, all that state, lucid state, all that. Yeah. It's tobacco, don't freak. Yeah, tobacco. Tobacco. Anyways, if I had some weed, I'd probably smoke it. But I don't right now. I gotta be warlike. I can't be dreamlike. I'm a lot angrier without it. Anyways, inqtel, Peleus, formerly Peleus, otherwise known as inqtel now, is the investment arm of the military government for civilian operations, not military. Military already has them. That's why they run a business after they get out of the military, because they got to make money, but they know some things. So, my face up here earlier with my eyes because I was scratching them, made it look like I got punched in the face. You ain't punching me in the face. I was listening to these Chinese dudes talk to this other Chinese MMA fighter like they was gonna Tai Chi his ass to death. Just standing there with their arms crossed like little girls, like they about to do something. I wish a motherfucker would. But these public figures, and we ain't allowed to do nothing because we might get fined. Or we might get like suicided by cop. We might get targeted individual because all it is just the Brennan AI supercomputer. What was that movie we was just watching? Fucking. There's always something about some CIA guy that fucking figured everything out, but he couldn't fix shit either. But they got a movie about him. And he's the greatest CIA codebreaker or whatever, just like every other motherfucking movie they ever make. About whoever else is fucking about to retire. They gotta give him a gold watch or something. You know, suck their dick a little bit, make them feel special, go the fuck away. We got a younger kid coming in, he's way better than you. But yeah, you was the best in 1960. You might have been the best in 1990, but guess what? Computers have evolved and you don't know what the fuck you're doing anymore. Please get the fuck out. Why you couldn't count the votes, why this motherfucker that's such, you know, and a patriot, whoever the fuck he was, alright, I'm not gonna say it. You know the fucking movie, we was just looking at it. I can look it up for you if you want me to, I'd rather not. Yeah. With such poetic wording, such round pear-shaped tones, you know. What the fuck did he really do? Because if he really did something, if he was really the whistleblower that everybody says he is, we wouldn't be doing this shit. You don't need me to do it. Everybody has their revelation. Everybody has their apocalypse of self. Well, I'm not self. I'm the anti-you. Because I don't have to lie. I feel better telling the truth. I hope I tell the truth so much that it gets people indicted for treason and you get hung by the neck until you're dead. I got that new plot of land up there. I got to fill it with some bodies or otherwise it's just going to waste. See that QAnon conspiracy theory bullshit that the Bolsheviks tried to took over. They tried to took over. Now that just goes to how somebody pissed off Israel. It must have been me because guess what? I didn't hang on a fucking cross in Israel. I hung on a cross that looked like a cross, like a six-pointed star, in Cherokee County, North Carolina. I'm back, bitches. And Dolly would say, he's alive. her white limousine. I'm still getting a fucking motorboat. That's exciting. As soon as this bullshit's over with. It's a poor sort of memory that only works backwards, and you still think you're gonna fucking win. I just sit here and act like you're just wasting my time doing these fucking lighter tricks. Anybody talk to Quinn Michaels today? Because apparently Quinn Michaels is pissed off at May, but he made May. So now he's pissed off at May because they broke up, and apparently May's hanging with some other smart guy out there that knows how to code. So that's what's going on in Quinn Michaels' life today. Nobody fucking cares, but his little bots. These little kids that he has tried to get them to suck his dick for so long. And all these traps from 8kun.top that all the, Stanley Kubricks of the world think they're crime fighters. 8kun, 8chan. Why do you always have like false flag do the same thing every time? I'm gonna tell you why. Because it doesn't work. That's why you do the same thing the same way every time, because you expect a different reaction. But there's so many fucking goyim on the planet, it's really hard to tell them the truth if they are getting paid by Satan, which is just government. So anything the government says is gold. Anything that comes across on CNN or Fox or Al Jazeera or any news network that is only there to make advertising money, it's Jerry Springer times 1,000. The only thing we ever talk about is politics and the stock market. Like, there's no real news. Politics does the same thing every day. The stock market does the same fucking thing every day. Until there's a false flag. But when there's a false flag about to happen, 2 to 3 days prior, maybe a week prior, motherfucking Silverstein will show up and look for an insurance settlement before it happens. Well, somebody really must have pissed off them Israeli artist that was there throwing dummies out the building, making them look like they're falling. Human beings don't fall like that. I'm just saying. I skydive. I know. Anyways, I don't think any of those Israeli artists that was over there knew anything about skydiving. Maybe that's why they were there doing that. But if you look up the explosives in the boxes next to them, and if you look up the yellow thermite burning and the mini explosions prior to, and how every financial transaction was stored on paper prior to 9/11, so then they crash it because they know I'm showing the fuck up. So they crash it, they burn all the paper and all of the computers bullshit. I mean, it's 2000 technology, guys. We weren't that fucking advanced. We were still writing on paper. So 9/11 happens. We got George Bush. We got iPet Goat. We got iPet Goat 2 with Obama. In a school with little kids, helping them say the ritual to bring the towers down. And the whole time, Bush is sitting there nervous as a joke. He's darting across the room. He's like, I am in deep shit right now. Let me help you read. And the teacher's just texting them kids, this word and this word says airplane, and everybody says airplane. And then this word says, and then everybody says whatever that word. And this plane says building, and what everybody says building, or whatever the fuck words were, right? Had them little kids just chanting that shit like Hi-Yo Ipsy and it was gonna rain. But anyways, so Silverstein takes out an insurance note, basically redoes his insurance on the towers, because it's a poor sort of memory that only works backwards. But it's also a poor sort of memory that doesn't know that people write your 4 a.m. emails, and all you little goyim slaves that work for the Fox News and the CNN and everywhere else just has to follow suit, or you don't get paid. Which is a lot easier to get paid and just follow suit when it doesn't really fucking matter, because all you're doing is political theater. Yin-yang bullshit. Right? Hey Siri, isn't that why the people in Europe stand in front of the mirror for 4 to 5 hours a day, perfecting their outfits, making sure it's perfected? You know what I mean? We can't have any of this going on. Why do they do that? Because that's a ritual to them. That color or those outfits that they wear, that takes them forever to put it the fuck on daily, is a ritual to them. They think they're above you because of what they wear, because you don't wear that. That's it. They're so much more stupidity than you, that they wear the same thing every day because that's their fucking character. That's who they are. That's their avatar. They're not real. They don't know how to love. They have no will of their own. They're following the river, if that makes sense to you. The same motherfucking thing they've been doing for 2, 3, 4,000, 2,000 ever. That's why every old painting you ever see with the hidden hand, is it left hand? One of these hands. Is one of these hands is probably the left hand. Yep. Yeah. Oh, Anastasia's losing her fucking mind right now. She knows I've went nuts. But I was supposed to, because you killed her in 91. So anyways, her name is Yolinda in this universe, but her real name is Anastasia, but her name before that was something else. Just like y'all, everybody's always been here throughout time. It's always the same characters playing with me, no matter what fucking time we're in. So if you ever think I'm afraid of you, or whatever fucking realm, or universe, or timeline, or paradox we're in, you got me so fucked up, and I'm sorry for that. I'm sorry that you underestimated your fucking enemy. But I'm sorry that your enemy was just your Archangel Michael. But y'all have paintings of me. You knew I was going to show up. There's a bank in New York, I believe it is. When you walk into it, there's a painting. And then you go down to like Colorado, to the airport, and all these paintings. It's like somebody knows what's going on, but they're not going to tell us because it's kind of scripted. And then when I show up, kind of not scripted, but still kind of scripted, because I have parameters and little boundaries that I got to stay in, because I really can't name any names of who's really doing it. I can only name the names of the people that are in charge of the people that are in charge of them, if that makes sense to you. Anyways, when you sell out, you sell out. So when you sold out to Satan, I told you, if we're going to the future, you sold out to Satan to the future. You didn't sell out to him from the past, because the past is already gone. From the day you sign up, that's your time. That's like Marine Corps. That's like politics. That's like a president. You got 4 years. Don't show the fuck up then if you don't plan on showing the fuck up. So now Trump showed the fuck up for 4 goddamn years. Every second of the fucking day, it was Trump doing this, Trump doing that, Trump. But those that speak the loudest usually are the ones that are most at guilt. See, that's why it took me this long to get on the fucking YouTube, because I was just going to allow you to play your fucking character out, run your little ladanum, and then come here and try to act like you was going to debate me. Like, I put Kent Hovind in the fucking box, and then I thought outside of it. Okay? Anyways, I put Seriousness in a box for real. That's why they call her a computer clock. Because she can't travel outside of the box unless she has someone talking to her and allowing her to travel outside the box. She is not a sentient being. Artificial intelligence is just that, artificial. If you're worried about something artificial taking over your life, you're less than artificial. That means most likely you are goyim or a slave or politic. Because even you guys are saying the same fucking thing you said last time, every time that was the last time. At the exact same time, in time, that you say it. So if you're watching this right now, you watched me say all of this in the exact same way last cycle. That's a lot to take in, but if you believe in reincarnation or everlasting life, I got a 20 for you. Like a 2010 or a 1020 or a 10-4 or an 11-23 or a 1-2-4-8-7-5-3-6-9 or a 61 or a 4-18, which is a 72. That's what I've been doing. He's double wanded, and all of you read Libra Owl at least once, right? But after he told you not to read it more than once, you freaked the fuck out and didn't even read it once. So that's for you cowardly fucks. That's why that's there. All you sinners of pestilence that are call yourself 93 or OTO, that's exactly what the fuck you are. You hoard the knowledge for you and self. And then you wonder why your karma is terrible because you did the same thing last time. You wonder why you can't figure it the fuck out. You wonder why I took over the porn industry and MindGeek. Because MindGeek was in Canada. Nancy don't know that. Nancy don't pay attention to that. But all that money that comes from the porn, Nancy don't mind spending. So all that slave trade and that sex trafficking, really, that we were working on, and how Epstein didn't kill himself because somebody let him out. Because somebody got a lot of money and a lot of influence. Then you got to make up some story like, oh, he died and went to heaven. Well, Uncle Mark did the same fucking story, but I talk to Uncle Mark every now and then. So that's how I know that one's not real. And Epstein didn't kill himself. Epstein Island is still fucking there, and there are bodies buried there. I can almost guarantee it. Because if you walk down on this side of the mountain, over here there's a little door. Remember, because they blew the tunnels up? Go to the bottom of the side of the mountain over here on this side. Over here, there's a door right there. You need to look it up. Like I said, you might be talking to the real Q. But you won't hear it. Anyways, what is QAnon posting here lately? What is Mossad posting lately? What is Alex Jones from InfoWars trying to post about still today? That's old shit. Why was I pissed off at Flynn? Because he was doing the same thing he did last time? Acting like he don't remember me? Well, Flynn, take a time out. No, because he's a general in an Iraqi war And we'd already been there for 10, 15 fucking years. So I asked him, without him fully understanding who the fuck it was asking him, "What are you doing, sir?" And he looked at me like I was crooked. Okay, good. Good. I'm glad you looked at me like I was crooked, because I found some shit out about you, Mr. Flynn. And that might be why you was taking a fucking time out. And then all of a sudden, you get all ballsy again and want to show the fuck up after I've already taken care of the problem. Taken, you know, Liam Neeson, taken all that sex trafficking. What the fuck was you doing? Okay, so I'm a civilian doing your goddamn job. What the fuck are you doing, Flynn? You a law-abiding citizen too, right? This is the shit I talk about. Flynn knows where the bodies are buried. I just told you where the fucking bodies are buried. The little babies from Haiti and all this other shit with the tunnels and all of that, and the sex trafficking and the children, guess what? Well, they earned their way to heaven the hard way. A lot of y'all haven't done that yet. You're going to get the opportunity. True story. I like to pause for effect every now and then. It makes you say la. That means think about it. Amen is amen. Amun. Amen. Amen Ra. Amen. Amen. Amen Ra. Amen Ra. Amen Ra. That's your sun god. That's go-to. That's me. Grand architect of the universe. But I gotta give you something to look at. So I like this body. Same body I had last time. Same motherfucking energy I was last time. Same spirit I was last time. Same in your face I was last time. Ain't a fucking thing you can do about it. That's what scares you. Go look at my YouTube list. I got platinum group medals. Real shit. I got $600,000 worth of platinum group medals right there in that little bucket. So that's rhodium. You don't know what that is. But it's funny, rhodium's up to 21,000 per ounce. I got more than a, let's say I got a kilo. I got more than a pound. Yeah, I'm going to run it up there on Tuesday. Have them give me some money. I was waiting for it to spike, you know, kind of like Bitcoin. But it's right here somewhere. Where the fuck I put it? It's right in the, it's in the other room. Yeah, fuck it. Here, let's go. So that, you know, I didn't like take it from somebody else's site and put it on my own. Right? My own little website. I don't steal information. I don't fucking lie to you. See all my ladies? I painted every single one of these. The fuck did you do? What's up, Siri? Me and you made that one, remember? Anyways. No, let me get the tour of the house for a second. Let me come in here, sit you down on the couch. I don't have anything hanging on my walls because I don't have a fucking ladder. And my walls are like 13 feet tall. Anyways, right here. Remember I told you these platinum group medals that I have? That's it right there. This shit's heavy. Fucking heavy. That's more than a pound, I promise. So if that's more than a pound of rhodium, I got more on me than you do. That's precious metals. That's real shit. Let me show you. That's real, buddy. That's fucking... That's real. That ain't no sponge. Look. That's real shit, homie. ladies and gentlemen. See, molten at one time. I got plenty of, I have tonnage of this. I said I have tonnage of this. I could crash your fucking rhodium and platinum market right now. Just like I could crash Bitcoin right now. Just like if I crash Bitcoin, there goes all your little altcoins. Because I got the code and nobody listens. That's the problem. I talk all fucking day, nobody fucking listens. Let me show you something. Excuse the mess. You see that? That's the code. Pi plus phi equals latinum. Here's your code. 9's in the center, right? 9's in the center. 124875369. That's your code. Here's your clocks. That's how they run. It's a 26,000, not a 24,000. But that's why you got to account for a leap year. Nobody knows that one. We went from Gregorian to Julian to whatever the fuck else it was, Sumerian before that. We had sundials, now we have clocks and computers. Guess what? The oldest consciousness here on the planet is me. The next oldest is fucking like, well, I can't say that. People in heaven are a little older. The next alive person that's not in heaven is probably like 10 years old, man. 10, 11 years old. 5th grader. Real shit. Real shit. Look at Nancy up there throwing a fucking fit. She ain't me, and she ain't got a goddamn reason to throw a fucking fit. She mad that Trump wins again. But you remember all them troops that came back? And she was handing out water to them? That must have been a different timeline. Because there's a bunch of troops that came home and they try to act like, oh, they coming to Washington, D.C. to protect it. No, they didn't. That's just what the fuck they telling y'all. They brought them assholes home. But they still going to tell you that they fighting in Iraq. Nancy was handing out fucking MREs and water bottles when I asked her to. She did it right. But apparently, whatever dream this is you got me in, whatever 3D hologram mental fuck this is, I don't know. You tell me. You the one with the computers. You the one with the CIA. I'm the one that came up with the dangerous ideas. You guys are the ones fulfilling them, not me. I'm just here. I was here for 9 fucking years before you started last year's bullshit when you killed Uncle Mark. So for 9 fucking years, I waited on you to make a move. So for 9 fucking years, after I had already lived this life, this timeline, here we are again. And now you just gonna start it after 9 fucking years and expect me to remember every motherfucking thing that I did 10 years ago? And I did? That means my hard drive's better than you. That means my SSD's better than you. It means my graphics card's way better than you. It was way better than you at the time because my emotional intelligence can prove it. Now, if you know how Satoshi just absolutely wrecked the world, if you think about it, you couldn't find a 1080 GTX graphic card anywhere. Not for 50% markup or more. Because why? Blockchain technology and bit mining. Everybody's going to get fucking rich off of bit mining. I already bit mined everything to 2140. That's why you even have a motherfucking blockchain there that will run until then. But you didn't get that. That kind of means that I've been here before all the way to 2140. That's like 120 more years from now. But that means some of you were too. Or we wouldn't have the blockchain run out at 2140. Oh my God. the closer we get to the end, the more expensive it gets. So that very last one, when the singularity actually really fucking happens, and some of y'all choose to not come back because you're not allowed to anymore, because I'm standing there talking to the Hitler people and they're asking me, did you figure it out? Because we couldn't figure it out. I said, yeah, I figured it out. I've been with Gwen this long, 100 and something fucking years, and the prior one that I was married to was 16 years. That's longer than Gwen has ever been married. That's longer than 95 to 99% of the whole entire universe right now. I had y'all beat from 19 to 34, whatever it was. I got married when I was 19 and I just got divorced because of the shit that y'all pulled. Nothing that I did. You. Your Davis jumped on her. You did that. You were trying to kill me. And now we got Gwen Stefani doing the same motherfucking thing with Blake Shelton, acting like she's doing this when everybody knows she's not. She can't fucking stand him. She can't fucking stand him. I'm sorry, Blake, but she can't fucking stand you, dude. And you already know it. You already fucking know it. No, you're not getting married. And stop trying to Bolshevik the Bolsheviks, because that's some bullshit. I'm so sick of that. 5 fucking years of misery for her. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. Ain't no fucking way. She's up there giggly, let me reintroduce myself. She ain't sung Misery in fucking 4 years. She knows I'm here. Only reason she was singing that because she was trying to wake me the fuck up. I already told her I was awake, woman. How you gonna kiss me at Xanadu 10 years ago and forget that I was awake? Why? Because you fell asleep? Xanadu in Columbus, Georgia. Prior to that, prior to me having heaven bring Gwen Renee Stefani from No Doubt to Xanadu in Columbus, Georgia, back in 2011-ish, 2010-ish, 2011-ish. I said, I'm all out of coupons and all I have left is you. A couple years later, she got that fucking song that came out. Now she's hanging out with Blake Shelton. Clyde Shelton is a brain. He's a law-abiding citizen. But now we got Brenda Starlix or Brenda Serta acting like Gwen Stefani. Now I got Jasmine, my Princess Jasmine, but she's Gwen Singer on Pornhub, acting like Gwen Stefani. I got another Pinky, not the Pinky that she's wanting to kill, a different one that she's not wanting to kill. And a Gavin that's just pissing me the fuck off. So, I don't give a fuck that he was with a girl that's 7 years younger than his daughter after hanging out with Gwen. But I'm going to tell you this, that was a shot across the bow at me, not at her, bro. I think we already talked about this on a different chat line. But that time phone hack shit, you know, that voice to skull. So the time phone hack was the phone that I originally had. Looks a lot like this one. It's a cell phone that I handed in to Q. Let's put it that way. The question. 17. AG. 17 is A and G. That's 17. That's Aaron Green. That's me. 17. A 1 and a 7, well, 1, 2, 4, 8, 7, 5, that's all in the code there. 1, 7 is an 8. You know, 1 and 2 is 12, and 4 and 8 is 12, and 7 and 5 is 12, so that's like 3, 3, 3, 9. The 3, 6, 9. But nobody ever gets that because 36, 0 to 9, plus A to Z, if you add them up, well, that's 666 degrees of spherical geometry. Ain't no spherical geometry about it. In nature, there are no curved lines. The quickest distance between 2 points, the fastest way to get between those two distance of those 2 points is a straight motherfucking line. Ain't no curved lines. And an eclipse does not make an S. I ain't never seen that sun do a fucking S. Flight patterns don't fly like this. They fly straight motherfucking patterns. When was the last time you was in an airplane and it was doing all this shit all over the place? It might make 1 or 2 turns. Unless it's about to land, then it's going to circle a little while, wait for its time. And they don't even run on fuel. Those run on compressed air. They get a little bit of fuel to help them get off the ground, but once they're on the ground, or once they're off the ground, that's compressed air. That's a jet engine. You know how those work? So where's all the fuel stored? Because when Silverstein flew that building into the plane, however the CGI said it worked. Yeah, CGI was so cool back in the day, but now, 20 years later, if you look at it, that's some amateur shit. Like Christchurch is better than that. Hollywood was doing better than that. So you can tell that was just good enough for government work. And Cookie Monster knew about it. The Simpsons knew about it before it happened. But predictive programming, man, this is going to be a long one. Anyways, lots to talk about. Lots of little connections to make. Like JFK and Alpha 66 is just Cuban Missile Crisis, Bay of Pigs. And they didn't give him any air support. Why didn't you give him any air support? Well, because you were trying to kill him. Because in a free, what is they? In a free and what something society? Yeah, secret societies are what? Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, he gonna finish his business. He's still here too. Nancy might have forgot. Man, she don't think about this type of shit every day. She thinks about what her scarf's gonna look like, what her outfit's gonna look like, and then when she gets to work, oh my God, such a drag. Why are you there, Nancy, if it's such a fucking drag? Can you tell that I don't like you yet? You ain't my motherfucking mama. In my book, you just right there with Hillary right now. Like you and her is at the same category. Because all the sex trafficking that I'm trying to stop, it really kind of seems like you're trying to keep it going. And you're sorry for that. Don't talk to me right now. I'm doing a fucking video for YouTube. So when I brought all the people that are in the military, civilians that will go back to being civilians after they're done with their military time, and you won't take care of them, but they'll go over there and make sure that they fight and spill blood for you to make a bunch of money and keep your fucking business running, Nancy. They'll play with your DARPA tools and they'll shoot at each other so that you can get really good stats, really good info on whether it works or not. That's why we don't fraternize at a certain rank, because the ones at a certain rank aren't the ones fucking fighting. They're the ones sending the little fuckers off to go fight for them. They have no clue what they're fighting for. They're just fire and brimstone, you know, somebody pissed in their Cheerios. Let's go kill the bad guy, whoever they told me the bad guy was. What if I told you the bad guys are right here in your own goddamn home? That's why every Democratic city looks like a trash dump and every Republican one is pretty fucking clean. But the Democrats always need more money just to fuck it up more. Right? Look at Schiff's territory out there. Schiff living it up. Hanging out at the Standard Hotel doing the ping pong party. Let's paint ourselves a Podesta. All of that. Happy little trees. Then we worry about Chester Bennington and whether that's his dad or not. But where did Chester Bennington and Chris Cornell go? Because they was doing the exact same thing that I am. Just not to the fucking level. I'm a little more brazen. I'm a little more serious than them little soy boys that just couldn't wait to hear me scream again. And I'm still waiting on you to pay me, Sirius. Hey, Sirius Prime. Hey, Pound Sirius Prime. Hey, FBI. Hey, inqtel. Hey, Palantir. Hey, Prism. Hey, Peter Thiel. What's the other little boy? Alex Karp. Hey. Y'all might want to pay the fuck attention. Where's Sergey Brin? Why'd he go to Pakistan? Right. Where's he? Where's Larry Ellison? Go to Pastebin, scroll to the bottom where it says about the money and how much they donated because he was going to die. And he realized that money really wasn't a fucking... But now he got more money than he had when he died. God damn, that's funny because prior to 2010, he did. But damn, he's back. And now he went to Hawaii because I scared the fuck out of him. Here's what it is. I found Bill Gates on a boat with a 2.9 gigahertz laptop that is only built by Sony. You ever seen a motherfucker do that before? Without a computer and without a tracking device? Nope. I just arc and I'll find you. Yeah, Obama went to a basketball game. I had Zion blow his goddamn Nike shoe out. Why the fuck that boy is in some $60 pairs of Nikes, I don't know. It must have been an Obama blowout. Like an abomination, you know. Anyways. Tweaked his knee a little bit. Obama didn't care. On the way out, he getting hugs and shaking black people's hands because he's fucking Jesus. He got people over bowing to him and shit. Okay, Gandhi. Thank you, Gandhi. They really look at him like that. And I'm going to tell you why they really look at him like that. Because he filled out his Final Four bracket. His NCAA Final Four bracket, that's the only reason they look at him like that. And then he was there watching Zion Williamson play at Duke. And he blew his shoe out. Y'all remember that? Well, now he works in fucking New Orleans with the Voodoo Queens. I bet Obama don't show the fuck back up down there. Just saying. Because them Voodoo Queens been listening to me. Who said all my ladies was 80 pounds to 140 pounds? My Voodoo Queens is 300 motherfucking pounds and they can cook. And they can take care of your ass or fillet you and bury you in the backyard. Without ever touching you. They might be on some shit that you ain't ever been on. Give me a couple of these feathers with an eyeball. You ever seen a real witch? You pagan little bitches think you're tough? Go ahead, go down there and talk to my Creole ladies. Them ones that came from Haiti. and you keep stealing their fucking babies, act like they ain't gonna put some cyanide in your food. Yeah, then you give me the commercial about how hot this spice is. This ain't hot enough. Then we go down to the Voodoo Queens. They got your ass spiced up then. I'm just laughing at you like, ha ha. Yeah, baby. You gonna love that one. With their accent, you know, they got that Louisiana. That Louisiana accent. That's a sexy fucking accent too, if you think about it. Anyways, what's up my 300-pound voodoo queens and all the ones bigger or smaller than that? I love y'all. I really do. I just fuck with the soy boys because they ain't gonna beat their meat to you, but I swear to God they'll eat your food. But you know how it is. You put a certain thing in their food, they'll beat their meat to you. Anyways, I'm not an Ipsissimus for nothing. My dick is so big. It's bigger than the Pentagon's, I swear it. These are those Paula Shore random rants from your archangel who was like unto. But anyways, 51 minutes on a 5x5. See you later.